Welcome. Today we are looking at branding. This is a key topic in your marketing exams for SS2. Pay close attention. Let us begin. First, let me explain the meaning of a brand. A brand is a name, term, sign, symbol, design, or a combination of these that identifies the products or services of one seller and distinguishes them from those of competitors. A brand is more than just a name. It is a promise. It is a set of associations that consumers have about a product. A brand creates value. It builds trust, it reduces risk, it simplifies decision-making. Examples of strong brands include Coca-Cola, Nike, Apple, Mercedes-Benz, and Dangote. These brands are recognized worldwide. They command premium prices. They have loyal customers. Branding is the process of creating a brand. It involves choosing a brand name, designing a logo, creating packaging, and developing brand personality. Branding is essential for building customer loyalty and competitive advantage. Now, let me explain the importance of branding. Branding is important for several reasons. First, it identifies the product. A brand tells customers who made the product. It helps customers find the product again. Second, it differentiates the product. A brand makes a product stand out from competitors. It gives customers a reason to choose one product over another. Third, it builds customer loyalty. Customers who have positive experiences with a brand will buy it again. They become loyal. Fourth, it reduces risk. Customers trust known brands. They believe that a branded product will perform as expected. Fifth, it commands premium prices. Strong brands can charge higher prices. Customers are willing to pay more for a brand they trust. Sixth, it facilitates new product introductions. A strong brand can be extended to new products. Customers are more likely to try a new product from a brand they know. Seventh, it creates barriers to entry. Competitors have difficulty competing with strong brands. Eighth, it increases shareholder value. Strong brands are valuable assets. They can be bought and sold. Now let me explain the elements of a brand. A brand has several elements. The brand name is the part that can be spoken. Examples include Coca-Cola, Nike, and Apple. A good brand name should be easy to pronounce, easy to remember, distinctive, and suggest product benefits. The brand mark is the part that cannot be spoken. It is a symbol, design, or logo. Examples include the Nike swoosh, the Apple, and the Mercedes-Benz star. A good brand mark should be distinctive, simple, and memorable. The trade name is the legal name of the company. It may be different from the brand name. For example, Procter & Gamble owns many brands like Tide, Pampers, and Gillette. The trade character is a personified symbol. Examples include the Michelin Man, Tony the Tiger, and the KFC Colonel. Trade characters add personality to the brand. Now let me explain the types of brands. Brands can be classified in several ways. Manufacturer brands are owned by the producer. Examples include Coca-Cola, Nike, and Toyota. Manufacturer brands are also called national brands. They are promoted nationally. They are available in many stores. Private brands are owned by retailers or wholesalers. Examples include Tesco's own brand, Walmart's Great Value, and ShopRite's house brand. Private brands are also called store brands. They are usually cheaper than manufacturer brands. They are only available in the retailer's stores. Family brands use the same brand name for multiple products. Examples include Sony, Panasonic, and Philips. A family brand leverages the reputation of the brand across many products. Individual brands use different brand names for different products. Examples include Procter & Gamble's Tide, Pampers, and Gillette. Individual brands allow each product to have its own image. They also protect other products if one fails. Co-branding uses two or more brand names on the same product. Examples include Dell computers with Intel processors and Nike shoes with Apple sensors. Co-branding leverages the strengths of both brands. Brand extension uses an existing brand name for a new product. Examples include Coca-Cola extending to Diet Coke and Coke Zero. Apple extending from computers to phones and watches. Brand extension can be successful if the brand is strong and the new product fits the brand image. Brand licensing allows another company to use the brand name for a fee. Examples include Disney licensing its characters to toy manufacturers. Brand licensing generates revenue without production costs, but it can dilute the brand if the licensed products are poor quality. Now let me explain brand equity. Brand equity is the value of a brand. It is the difference between the value of a branded product and the value of a generic product. Strong brands have high brand equity. They can charge premium prices. They have loyal customers. They are less vulnerable to competition. Brand equity has several dimensions. Brand awareness is how well customers recognize the brand. Brand associations are the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs customers have about the brand. Perceived quality is how customers rate the brand's quality. Brand loyalty is how likely customers are to buy the brand again. Other proprietary assets include patents, trademarks, and distribution relationships. Building brand equity takes time and investment. It requires consistent quality, effective advertising, and good customer service. Now let me explain brand loyalty. Brand loyalty is the tendency of customers to buy the same brand repeatedly. Brand loyalty has different levels. At the lowest level, customers are aware of the brand. They will buy it if it is available. At the next level, customers are satisfied with the brand. They will buy it again if they have no reason to switch. At the highest level, customers are committed to the brand. They will go out of their way to buy it. They will pay higher prices. They will recommend it to others. Building brand loyalty requires delivering consistent value. It requires responding to customer complaints. It requires building relationships. Loyal customers are profitable. They buy more. They cost less to serve. They provide free advertising through word of mouth. Now let me explain the steps in building a strong brand. Building a strong brand involves several steps. Step 1 is identifying the brand. Choose a brand name, logo, and design. Step 2 is defining the brand position. Decide what the brand stands for. What are its benefits? Who is the target market? Step 3 is communicating the brand. Use advertising, packaging, and promotion to tell customers about the brand. Step 4 is delivering the brand promise. Ensure that the product quality matches the brand promise. Ensure that customer service meets expectations. Step 5 is measuring brand performance. Track brand awareness, brand associations, and brand loyalty. Step 6 is growing the brand. Consider brand extensions, new markets, or new products. Step 7 is protecting the brand. Register trademarks. Monitor for counterfeits. Respond to negative publicity. Building a strong brand is a long-term process. It requires patience and investment. Now let me explain the challenges of branding. Branding faces several challenges. First, brands can become generic. If a brand becomes too successful, the name may be used for all products in the category. Examples include Kleenex, Xerox, and Escalator. These were once brand names. Now they are generic terms. Companies must protect their brand from becoming generic. They must use the brand name as an adjective, not a noun. Second, brands can be copied. Counterfeiters copy popular brands. This hurts brand image and sales. Companies must enforce their trademarks. Third, brands can be damaged by negative publicity. A product recall, a scandal, or poor customer service can damage a brand. Companies must respond quickly to protect the brand. Fourth, brands can become outdated. Consumer tastes change. Brands must evolve to stay relevant. Fifth, brands can be overextended. If a brand is used on too many products, it may lose its meaning. Companies must be careful with brand extensions. A common exam question asks you to define a brand and explain the importance of branding. Here is a sample answer. A brand is a name, term, sign, symbol, or design that identifies a seller's products and distinguishes them from competitors. Branding is important because it identifies products, differentiates from competitors, builds customer loyalty, reduces risk, commands premium prices, facilitates new product introductions, creates barriers to entry, and increases shareholder value. Strong brands are valuable assets. They create long-term competitive advantage. Another exam question asks you to explain the types of brands. Here is your answer. Types of brands include manufacturer brands, private brands, family brands, individual brands, co-brands, brand extensions, and licensed brands. Manufacturer brands are owned by producers. Private brands are owned by retailers. Family brands use the same name for multiple products. Individual brands use different names for different products. Co-branding uses two or more brands on the same product. Brand extension uses an existing brand for a new product. Brand licensing allows another company to use the brand name for a fee. Each type has different advantages and disadvantages. Another exam question asks you to explain brand equity and brand loyalty. Here is your answer. Brand equity is the value of a brand. It includes brand awareness, brand associations, perceived quality, brand loyalty, and other proprietary assets. Strong brands have high brand equity. They can charge premium prices. Brand loyalty is the tendency of customers to buy the same brand repeatedly. Loyal customers are profitable. They buy more. They cost less to serve. They provide free advertising. Building brand loyalty requires delivering consistent value and good customer service. Let me give you a quick summary. A brand is a name, symbol, or design that identifies a product. Branding is important for differentiation, loyalty, and premium prices. Types of brands include manufacturer, private, family, individual, co-brand, extension, and licensed. Brand equity is the value of a brand. Brand loyalty is repeat purchasing. Building a strong brand requires identifying, defining, communicating, delivering, measuring, growing, and protecting the brand. Brands face challenges like becoming generic, being copied, negative publicity, becoming outdated, and overextension. Keep reviewing, keep practicing. See you in the next topic.